Bloomberg Audio Studios.
Podcasts, radio, news.
Look, maybe that pinching in the middle at the moment, Paul, is exactly what we might see reflected when you're all thinking about a vacation at the moment. Where are you putting your bang for your buck? Is it about experiences? Are you still going for the ultra-luxury holiday and hotel, or are you trading down a little bit? We've got the perfect person to be asking this at the moment. Robin Harries is with us. He's CFO of Trivago. Look, it is the #1 global hotel search platform. And look, many people, 71 million, in fact, Americans are meant to be hitting the road this 4th of July weekend, Robin, according to AAA. How many of them are still really spoiling themselves on a hotel, or are they trading down?
Hi, great to be speaking to you. What we see on external data is that this year 5% more Americans are traveling on the 4th of July. And when we look at Google, there we also see higher travel demand. And our internal data shows that the top destinations this year are the same top destinations that we saw in 23. And however, the prices went up sometimes significantly. So the top destinations are number 1 is Las Vegas, number 2 is Myrtle Beach, and the third one is New York. And prices in Las Vegas and in New York are up quite a lot. So, and therefore it makes a lot of sense to compare prices on Trivago.
I can tell you a lot of people are going to the Jersey Shore as well, judging by the beach yesterday. Robin, is globally speaking, is travel these days, is it mostly within one's own country, or where are we in terms of international travel?
Yeah, so most of the Americans travel within America. Yeah, so most of the travel, and we also see this on other platforms internationally, that the domestic travel is strongest. So, but of course, you also have many Americans that go to Mexico, that go to Italy or to Spain or to Turkey, also strong. But most of them are travel within the US.
How much have people been trying to navigate the inflationary pressure of, look, as someone who has kids, I started to use an Airbnb experience, or at least some sort of home that I was going to go and stay in rather than a hotel, purely because I needed a microwave. I needed to be like doing milk, this, that, and the other. I needed to be cooking kids' food that I didn't want to spend an absolute fortune on. But how much has that factored into what people are looking to and for from a hotel experience? How much are we starting to see some of the cleaning fees that you see within an Airbnb fight back, and people are now wanting the hotel experience? What do you see, Robin?
So Trivago is pretty much focused on hotel. So we offer over 5 million hotels and other accommodations, so which are also apartments. So, but we are pretty much focused on hotel, and so we see a huge opportunity even in the hotel segment, and we see that the demand is strong for people searching for hotels and going to hotels.
Robin, talk to us about business travel. Where are we in terms of maybe pre-pandemic levels in terms of business travel? It seems to come back. I'm just not sure where we are.
Oh, so we are already back. I think so when we look at the seasonality and when we look into the demand for the summer, it's high. Yeah. So, and it's compared to pre-COVID, it's, I think, even higher. So the demand is healthy. When you look into the market, it's healthy. So this looks all very stable and solid.
What's interesting, Robin, is the US dollar has been doing mighty fine versus basically everything else of late. And I would have thought that, you mentioned Turkey, you mentioned Europe, Spain. I know many are going to Portugal, for example. People looking at Japan, finally, because it seems to be so much more economical from an FX perspective. Has that in any way changed the way in which a US traveler is looking at opportunities to go globally travel rather than keep it domestic?
So we see that the Americans, that they stay more in the US and go less abroad. So the domestic travel has been increasing, and this is also a trend that we see that, or we observe that that people go more for mid-star hotels instead of high class hotels.
Robin, if I wanted to make a last-minute decision and go over to Paris for the Olympics, can you get me a room, and how much do I have to pay for it?
Yeah, so this might be expensive. Yeah, so, but of course we will find a good offer for you, and it makes sense probably to go a little bit outside of the top destinations. Yeah, because it's what we see. Travel trends are that whenever there are sporting events or even concerts, big concerts, that prices go up a lot. So therefore, it might make sense to go a little bit outside.
I mean, it was cheaper to basically fly over from America, take your family to Europe, watch Swift there,
yes.
then fly back again, than to watch it in America.
Exactly.
But Robin, I'm really interested in Trivago in and of itself, because you are bringing price transparency. Look, there are so many ways in which I could buy a hotel, whether I'm going direct to the hotel's own website, whether I'm doing it sort of via various agencies, and you're trying to honestly get rid of some of the arbitrage issues that we currently face and get us the best price. How much are we seeing a murky price point for hotels? How much clarity are we able to get that there's just one true price?
Mm-hmm. So when you compare today with pre-COVID, you can see that there is more price disparity, and you can see that there are more different rates across the hotels out there. So therefore, it still makes a lot of sense to compare prices, and it makes even more sense than pre-COVID. So, and I mean, that's the market. Yeah, you see there are different prices, and it makes sense to compare it, and that's what we are doing.
Robin, are all the hotel chains notable? I mean, even the high-end ones, are they open to doing business with the Trivagos of the world?
Yes, we have most of the big global hotel brands are integrated and are our partners. And if you go to Trivago, you can also see the direct prices from the big hotel chains.
All right, Robin Harries, thank you so much for joining us. Robin Harries, Trivago CFO. Talk to us about travel.